Hey there, it's Nathalie, and I want to show you how to make a little stamp out of some sticky back craft foam. This is probably old school, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this just in case you don't know it. So I've got sticky back foam, I've got my pattern. This is, I think it's for the 100th time is the font, and a piece of foam core. This is just a scrap from my stash of clutter stuff. I've got an X-Acto knife or a razor knife, not an X-Acto knife, a pair of scissors, a pencil, and a piece of graphite paper. And so what I'm going to do so that my letters will be front ways, I'm going to turn my foam, sticky back foam to the back side, and I'm going to tape this down so it doesn't move on me. I happen to have a couple of little pieces of masking tape here so my pattern doesn't shift. And I'm going to put the graphite paper. I think I got a big enough sheet of graphite paper here. Underneath, if you don't have graphite paper, you can just color the back side of this with a pencil real good, and then turn it back over just like I'm doing without this paper, and then the pencil will transfer. You can kind of do a little sample, make sure it's going to transfer before you do the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is, just before I get started here, I'm going to make this mark. See it transferred. I can see my mark there. I'm going to bring you down just a little bit closer so you can see what I've got going on. Let me get you closer here. Just get this out of the way, up this way so you can see. Alright, so I know that this top is good, and I want to cut out this little piece that's in this middle section. Now you could do this on like some stamping material, which I have some of that, and a little tool for cutting out the middle and stuff, but I just kind of like, I'll just do this. And this is pretty easy. It's not really expensive. You don't have to buy like a bunch of extra tools and stuff, although I have done some of that kind of stamps. Almost there. And if you have a cutting board, you can use a cutting board, but if not, you can just put a piece of chipboard or cardboard or something underneath this to cut this out. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so there's my design on here. I'm going to get my piece of chipboard. Okay, so I decided not to use a chipboard just yet. I went ahead and cut my letters out just with a pair of scissors, like that. And the other thing I'm going to do is I took this piece of foam core, taped my design upside down onto this. This is so I can get the positioning right. And it makes it kind of a little bit hard to see, but I don't need to do exact everything. This is just so I can sort of kind of get my spacing back in there. So as you can see, it's not precise. Let's see if I get this and this corner and this bottom. And here's the top, the bottom and the top of my R. And that'll be good enough. I think that'll just give me a little bit of a guide to go by. I think that'll work. Okay, so that's what that little guide looks like. Okay, it'll make sense here in a second. Take that off. And so I'm going to start with the S. Okay, I got those cut out, and so I'm back because, and I've got my piece of chipboard. This is the back of a yellow tablet. And I'm going to use my little knife for some of these. There's some extra little cutouts in here, which I really like. And this one has a little cut in it. And my paper's beginning to peel up on me, but that's okay. And my A has a little slice in it also. And my O, I've already cut a little slice in the middle of my O so that I can get my scissors in here and so since I have this already drawn off, I'm going to peel the sticky off. Let me back up just a tiny bit. There we go. Make sure I get all my paper off so it'll stick good. Kind of use my little guide to go by because it kind of pulls out of shape a little bit while you're cutting it. Okay, there's that. And then I'm kind of referencing my backwards thing too. There, okay. That and my R. This is my word for 2017, SOAR. And so now what I'm going to do is just trim off the excess of this foam core so I don't have to deal with all of that when I'm trying to stamp. I think I need to fix me a new blade. So I'm going to go do that. Thanks for watching, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's stamped in place. See you later. Bye.